Merry Meet Annie here. This is a second video on the dark moon in December, but really, any dark moon. I used a quote from a poem I'm going to share today in the Season of the Dedicants session on the rite of the dark moon in December. The entire poem is so beautiful that I thought to make a post of it as my daily reflection today. The poem is an extended sankalpa. Sankalpa is a Sanskrit term for heartfelt desire that leads to a solemn vow. It can be a word or a phrase, or, as in this case, a poem. It is and it's not like a resolution. It has in common that it's about an outcome, but a sankalpa is about the emotion and passion behind the promise to an outcome. Every dark moon is an opportunity to be quiet, to listen to our heart's desire, and to create a sankalpa out of that, to feel something rising from within us and to make a promise to it. This practice, by this naming, came to me through my yoga experience, and I then took it into my dark moons. And generally, at the dark of the moon, my rite is one of silence and reflection, as a portal to experience what rises from me, which can be offered as a sankalpa, a promise, most often to the month to come. At the deepest meaning of the word, a sankalpa is a sacred vow. San means a connection with the highest truth, and kalpa means vow. And this is no light-hearted promise. This is a promise that rises from the place of fire within us. And it aligns us to the power of fire, which is our will, our passionate and abiding connection to truth. There are generally 4 reasons we might create a sankalpa: the reforming of habits, improving the quality of life, creating a real change within our personality, and realizing what we're trying to achieve in this life. Yeah, I told you they were serious vows. And this form of intention setting is powerful and intimate. A sankalpa might set the intention for a short period of time, as it sometimes does to the start of yoga sessions. It can also be over a greater period of time, and it could stretch over a lifetime. I might use sankalpa as I rise in the morning, something like, I will be open to love today. I might meditate, go a little bit deeper and offer a sankalpa, something like, I will be responsive and respectful to my students in our relationships. I might take a sankalpa out of ritual, something like, I will listen to the wisdom of my gods. I rarely leave the dark moon without at least one sankalpa for the near and far term. The poem I am sharing inspires me because of its devotion and its beauty, for its honest and raw view on the challenges and beauty of life, and how we rise in the face of that to honor everything that is life-affirming. It is by Paramahansa Satyananda Sarasvati, a yoga teacher and guru. And it goes, I am an invisible child of 1,000 faces of love. Did that catch you right from the beginning? That'll give you an idea about this poem. I am an invisible child of 1,000 faces of love that floats over the swirling sea of life, surrounded by the meadows of the winged shepherds, where divine love and beauty, the stillness of midnight summer's warmth, pervades. Life often cuts at my body and mind, and though blood may be seen passing and a cry might be heard, do not be deceived that sorrow could dwell within my being, or suffering within my soul. There will never be a storm that can wash the path from my feet, the direction from my heart, the light from my eyes, or the purpose from this life. I know that I am untouchable to the forces as long as I have a direction, an aim, a goal to serve, to love, and to give. Strength lies in the magnification of the secret qualities of my own personality, my own character, and though I am only a messenger, I am me. Let me decorate many hearts and paint 1,000 faces with colors of inspiration and soft, silent sounds of value. Let me be like a child run barefoot through the forest of laughing and crying people, giving flowers of imagination and wonder that God gives free. Shall I fall on bended knees and wait for someone to bless me with happiness and a life of golden dreams? No, I shall run into the desert of my life with arms open, sometimes falling, sometimes stumbling, but always picking myself up 1,000 times if necessary, sometimes happy. Often life will burn me, often life will caress me tenderly, and many of my days will be haunted with complications and obstacles. And there will be moments so beautiful that my soul will weep in ecstasy. I shall be a witness, but never shall I run or turn from life, from me. Never shall I forsake myself or the timeless lessons I have taught myself, nor shall I let the value of divine inspiration and being be lost. My rainbow-covered bubble will carry me further than beyond the horizon's settings, forever to serve, to love, and to live as a sannyasin. How's that for capturing the pain and the beauty of life? The extremes of living, which to me reside within the dark moon. By the way, sannyasin, as he mentioned at the end, it's a Sanskrit term for those who give up their ties to family and worldly goods in devotion to their vows. Well, I'm far from aligned to that practice, not being called wood in any way. I experienced that distancing from people and things during my dark moon rites. In them I am present only to myself and to my guides. There is nothing else. And as the dark of the moon fills me and inspires me, I remember who I am, and I make a promise to that. Short quote from the Upanishads. You are what your deepest desire is. As your desire is, so is your intention. As your intention is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny. It's beautiful and inspirational and also maybe a bit overwhelming to think that in everything we do, we're creating our own destiny. I wish you mirth and reverence in the season of Yule. Merry part.